We're standing on the top level of the new $45.5 million Geelong Library and Heritage Centre. This section here is going to be a conference centre and it can seat over 300 people. It's an amazing view from up here and we've got an exclusive tour of the building.
The building's serviced by 2 lifts. We have a small lift that carries about 10 to 12 people and a larger lift that will carry over 30 people. So the idea is the larger lift is fitted out for passengers, but it also will service the building in terms of bringing the goods up to the heritage level and for the library as well. The real advantage of having a large lift too is if we get 300 people up here, 5 or 6 cycles of that lift will get everyone out of the top floor very quickly. So it serves a dual function, and as we go through the building you'll see that the main lift is also accessed at the rear back of house everywhere. So any of the servicing of the building can all come through the basement, come up the lift, and it's all done, as I said, back of house.
From ARM's point of view, we're very proud of this building. It's certainly a significant building for Geelong, certainly a significant building for the building stock for the future, and sure Patty and her team will be wrapped when they get a chance to get in here and make it their own, which we're really looking forward to. So yeah, just a quick summary of the building. The building is it's got a skin made of primarily 2 materials. The first material is GRC, which is glass reinforced concrete. That's a thin profile skin, which is a little bit different to you see on normal buildings where it's generally precast or a thicker skin building. So our GRC is about 15 millimetres thick, whereas the precast is essentially about 150 millimetres thick. They are all prefabricated. They're all done in Adelaide out of a company called Serco. They are probably now the preeminent GRC fabricator in the country, and they work very well. So we've done some work with them before and we've worked really well with them on the prototyping of this building. The process for the prototyping of the skin has taken probably about 9 months, so we spent a lot of time prior to tender to develop the system. That system was then refined through the D&C process to give us the skin that we look at now. The system is made out of essentially 2 components. The GRC tile, which I said was prefabricated, there's about 400 on the building, and there's about 19 typical tiles. And there's probably about 200 atypical tiles, but that's just because of the edge conditions. Then those tiles are made out of 18 hexagonal tiles and 1 pentagonal tile, and the geometry means that they're replicated through a series of mirroring, a series of triangles that gives you the skin. So it's a geodesic format for the skin of the building, which is what we've got here. And then besides the GRC, obviously the building needs to be seen from the inside and outside. So we've got a lot of glass on the building. So we've got a very high-performing double glazed unit system on this building to cope with the western aspect, which is our feature view over the Johnsons Park, and then the other primary aspects where we've got the northern light coming in and the view over the bay, and then the southern facade, which is the Little Malop Street entry, which obviously is the prominent public footfall entrance to the building and the main entrance to the site. If there's any questions. And then there's up to probably 15 people who worked on this job throughout the process of the development, from design development, which is essentially my role, where I come in, where we take the conceptual idea and work that through to get essentially for the facade, because my basis is facades, and then through to delivery.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
That's all right. You right to go?
Yep.
We're joined with Patty Manolis, the CEO of the Geelong Library and the new Heritage Centre. This is an incredible little tour we've got going here.
It's wonderful to actually see it at this stage, just finishing off the facade and the work coming together on the interior of the building. We can really see it starting to take shape. It's wonderful.
And do you know much about what the interior is going to be like for the part of the work that you'll be in?
Oh, very much. We've been involved from the outset in terms of the design, making sure that as well as being beautiful, it's functional and able to be used effectively by the community. So we're across all of the detail. There's going to be great seating, great study spaces, terrific technology, great children's and family zone and a youth space. So all of it's coming together here beautifully.
Have we got a timeline?
Yes, late October, early November, yes. Yeah, and the building's on schedule, so it's really wonderful. Yeah.
Great. Well, we're all looking forward to it, but it's lovely to have a sneak peek, isn't it?
Yes, it's great. I haven't seen it for some weeks, so I'm really excited, just as you are. Yeah, thank you.
This new library, what will it mean for people living in Geelong?
Oh, I think it's going to be a great central Geelong community hub with the arts and culture precinct. I just think it's going to bring. I was just up in Bendigo the last week, and the extension to their library has just been a phenomenal success. It's mothers, babies, prams, pushers, all about education. So close to Deakin University, the precinct. It's a 5-star rating green building, probably one of the first in Victoria, certainly Geelong's first, but the architecture is just absolutely awesome. But just to be able to have conferences up here, it's probably the right size for Geelong in terms of this kind of mini conference centre that we've got up here, so it gives people a huge amount of choice with the most magnificent view in the whole of the world right up here. So, I can't say highly enough for the architects that have really done the incredible job. It's actually a piece of artwork itself. So, being right next to the art gallery, I think it's the greatest piece of living art that we have in Geelong, and it will be living full of people.
And what about for people who are planning a holiday, planning a weekend away? What does this do for people coming to Geelong?
Well, actually, it's going to boost the GDP and the economy of the 21st century smart tourism city without question. I mean, it will be a destination, and with the amount of events that have been increased, major events across Geelong, we're the biggest major events capital of regional Victoria. This just adds another thing people can come to, relax, enjoy, and also it's all part of our 21st century smart city economy as well. This is going to be the highest tech library in the state, if not Australia. So for children to be able to learn, and what I want to see, yes, all the beauty. The fact of the matter still remains is there's some pretty stern facts about Geelong and its literacy rate in young people. So I'm hoping this beautiful piece of architecture is going to entice a lot of our youth in and to be able to get one of the most important things in life that you need, and being able to read and write, which is extremely important.
You touched on there about how environmentally friendly this building is going to be. Does that put Geelong at the forefront? Will we be seeing people come here to see what we have to learn from us?
Well, absolutely, and I think they are. I mean, as I said, Bendigo are learning from us, many regional places around Australia. Geelong has had an incredible focus in the last 2 years on what we've done. The numbers are absolutely unbelievable. It's a wonderful place to come, hashtag live, love Geelong, live, work and learn, and this library is going to epitomise that as a tourist attraction, and also for families. I mean, there's absolutely no question that it's going to give younger people and older people alike a destination to come and learn.
And for yourself personally, what particular function on offer are you looking forward to?
Oh, the Heritage Centre, I think, is going to be awesome, because that is going to be a little bit like a mini historic gallery, and we've never been able to have a space. The War Museum's there, but the amount of artefacts and history that Geelong has actually lost will now be given in different exhibitions. So we'll be hopefully running regular new exhibitions, because I think at the moment it's stored in 4 places around the country. To me, Geelong's history has been very much forgotten in the past. We've done a lot of damage to central Geelong and the CBD, and this is mixing the old with the new and bringing the life back. But the Heritage Centre is going to be an amazing piece of history for me, and I'm going to just so enjoy looking back at old Geelong and what it was and where we're going to tomorrow.